If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing episode number 23 of I Build Your Team series, where I build my viewers' teams of the best teams possible for My Team Showdown and just help y'all build the best 10-man rotations possible here in My Team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. First team today comes in from Dev. Says they got almost 1.4 million MT thanks to the All-Star exchanges and a Lowry pull. Not sure what to do with his team, honestly. I don't know about Reeves at shooting guard. I don't hate it, honestly, but I don't love it either. I don't know. I think your starting lineup is missing a little bit of shot creation. I think you need some size at center. And I think that backup power forward position isn't ideal right now. I see Braun and AK are both unsellable, though. I get that, and Karl Malone. I almost want Karl Malone running your power forward position off the bench in order to use all four of those guys still. I'd low-key pick between Giannis or LeBron and AK, start one of them next to Jaren, and then put Karl at your backup power forward next to the other. In terms of spending MT right now, I mean, you're level 27, you'll get B-Ray pretty soon. I realistically think that your shooting guard position is fine until then. It's the center position that I'd look to upgrade, and it all depends what you're looking for. You're looking for a stretch, maybe you go look at KP. You're looking for kind of an all-around everything, maybe Vlade if you're looking for more inside defense and rebounding. And just make a wide open shot occasionally, maybe go Bear. Those types of guys would be good cards to consider. I mean, if you wanted to spend a lot of MT, you could go get like a really good big, but it's just going to be really expensive to try to go target like an Embiid, let alone a Chet or a Hakeem, or obviously Pink Diamond Wemby would be a good option as well if you wanted to pay for him. Depends where your thoughts are on that card at this point, but he has certainly gone down in price. So he would be another one that you could absolutely consider for your center spot. Second team today comes in from Popeyes. He says he's got X-Men, D-Rob, and Stoudemire, but they don't play. I would play D-Rob. Assuming he's talking about level 40 D-Rob, I would be starting D-Rob at center. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the first thing, is I would definitely throw level 40 David Robinson in there at center, assuming you have him. If you're talking about the Pink Diamond, then I guess I understand. Shooting guards are fine. Point guards are like okay. I don't love the size there. 265 guys. LeBron is good. Corver is a no, but AK could be your backup small forward instead. So LeBron and AK probably should be your small forwards. And then I would go like AD and Dwight at power forwards. And I don't know. Maybe, I guess AD and one of Dirk or Dwight at your power forwards. And then if it's level 40 D-Rob, it should be D-Rob and somebody at center. If it's not, I'd pick up probably Vlade, and maybe you just run Dirk backup center, run Vlade and Dirk if you don't have level 40 D-Rob, and you just run AD and Dwight as your power forwards. At least it'll give you more size, if nothing else, on this squad. Peeps has 2 million MT, which is a lot of MT to work with for sure, but Chris Bosh I don't love. Nate Thurmond I certainly don't love. It's a good squad overall, but not a lot of shot creation off the bench either. It's the type of thing where it's like maybe you slide Giannis to the 4 to replace Bosh, and then pick up a Michael Beasley, so you have more shot creation options. Also, that LeBron, as good as he is, I just think he's like, what, 2 million MT? It's a ton of MT, even with having close to 2 mil. I think, like, realistically, you could sell him and you could get a card that's maybe going to be a little bit more impactful. Like, even if you swapped him for his Opal or swapped him for Beasley and kept Giannis at the 3 or something like that. Like, Jaren Jackson Jr. would be a big upgrade from Bosh at the 4. At the 5, obviously, Wemby would be great. And if you sold Braun, you could get the Opal. If you didn't sell Braun, you could get the Pink Diamond. Like, I think he'd be a really nice upgrade. Point guard position, some size would be nice. Cade Cunningham, Gary Payton, somebody like that. Obviously, Cade's the less expensive option. Gary's probably the slightly better card. Doesn't really provide the size, though, to be fair. Those are kind of my thoughts, though. Those are the types of names that I would like. I don't mind Kawhi, PG. Just LeBron, you got to decide if you want to sell him or not. He's a lot of MT, and then obviously you need another center. So one way or another, I'd pick up some sort of Wemby card realistically and have Wemby and D-Rob at your center spots. And if you're replacing Bosh, either you could do Giannis and pick Beasley up at the back of small forward, or again, Jaren Jackson Jr. if you're keeping Giannis at the 4, or at the 3, I should say. Next squad is from Luca. Says he's got about 500,000 MT and badges to sell, maybe more. That's good, because his point guards, I don't like Jason Kidd. I like Dyson Daniels more. I don't like Jaylen Brown. I don't love Tatum, but I guess he's fine. Him and Elton are fine. Jaren and Jeff is like, eh. Şengün and Alperen is also very eh. Realistically, at this point, I'd probably run Alperen and Jaren as your 4s, and I would pick up 5s. I'd get Vlade and Rudy Gobert. Just go get the 2 budget options, the 2 really good ones. That is going to be your 2 centers. And then point guard position, you can place Jason Kidd. If you're willing to get the Pro Pass, maybe you go get the Pro Pass and use Austin Reeves. If not, Galaxy Opal Cade Cunningham is a really good option as well as a card that you can consider. If you wanted to consider some sort of other upgrade, also Kobe White, Lauri Markkanen would give you an upgrade at small forward, or you could even play Lauri at power forward. Kobe White would be an upgrade over J Kidd as well, especially with that dynamic duo if you played them together. So that's kind of another option as well. Next up is my boy Twizz. So he's only got about 30,000 MT. Look, here's the honest truth with this team. You got to sell Yi and you got to sell Yao, to be honest, to make MT, because it's just those guys are too expensive for how good they are. Realistically, you sell those 2 and you replace them with Vlade Divac probably at the 5, and the 4 could be, well, Paulo's sellable too. Man, you got a lot of sellable cards. AK's not sellable. No, he's not. Okay. I'd almost be like tactical downgrading a little bit. It's certain spots. Like Yao to Vlade is a tactical downgrade, obviously. Power forward wise, I want to say E to Jaren, but E to Jaren is actually spending more MT, so then you're like losing out of the benefit of gaining MT with selling Yao to a certain extent. And then Paulo, same thing. It's like I'd like to downgrade him to somebody cheaper, but maybe Pink Diamond Braun, that Elton Brand from the locker code if you want to save MT. Like, I don't really know. It's kind of tough, but if you could get Jaren at the 4, that's probably my best bet there. 5, I'd get Vlade. Kind of decide what you want to do with Paulo. Could also sell him and get Beasley. In fact, I would kind of like that, but with Reeves and B-Roy, I don't know how much you need him. Yeah, I think it's a pretty fine squad, but definitely got to figure out what you're doing. Here is the main area with selling those cards and stuff. And then Numbers 2K has 330K, says he was thinking about selling Dr. J and getting Jaren to save more MT. Thinks he needs a new backup small forward and maybe a center too. I would get another center. It's the same story as with all these other teams. The main guy I'm going to recommend is going to be either Vlade Divac or Rudy Gobert, just in terms of pure price, especially since you already have KP. Point guard position isn't bad by any means, Penny and Wade, but I don't think having a scoring option as your point guard position would be a bad idea, which you don't really have right now. Somebody like an Austin Reeves, again, is kind of the best option for that from the Pro Pass, at least for a super affordable card. But I don't know. You kind of got to decide what you want to do. Dr. J, if you want to sell him for Drazen, you could. I don't know if I'd recommend that. As much as Drazen is great, Dr. J is an exceptional card. It depends if you want to spend the MT or not. I would definitely spend the MT on a center, though, either Vlade or Gobert. Maybe even get both if you wanted to take one of your power forwards out as well. I don't mind Tatum back up small forward. An X-Man as well is fine. Even Franz if you want to go more shot creation. I don't know. You got some options. I wouldn't probably spend a lot of MT on a small forward right now with how much MT you have and the options that you do have as well. So that is pretty much my input on this last team. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will have another episode of I Build Your Teams coming on Wednesday. Going to be doing these 2 times a week for the foreseeable future, as long as the interest is pretty high. And we'll try to get to some different teams there. So again, hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.